अच्छा माइक बंद था, मैं सोचूं आवाज़ क्यों नहीं आ रही। Okay. यश फाइनली आवाज़ आ गई। मुझे लगा आवाज़ क्यों नहीं आ रही मेरे यार गेम के अंदर। ओके लेट्स प्ले, वेट टिल नेक्स्ट मॉर्निंग। हम कल की चिंता क्यों करें। मॉर्निंग ये इनफ है यार। सबसे पहला लाइव कमेंट अक्सर अक्सर यश का ही आता है। आई थिंक इससे काम हो जाना चाहिए। नोटिस वगैरह देखते हैं पहले, नोटिस में क्या आया। Inside of my head I'm still in control। अबे तो रोज़ देखता हूँ, ये बार बार क्यों आता है। हाँ ये नहीं आया, स्टार सीकर सोजोन। Inside of my head। यार याको निक्की तो तब करेंगे ना जब अपने पास क्वेस्ट के अलावा टाइम बचेगा। यार पिंग कितना हाई आ रहा है, 218 ms। शिट ये खड़ी दिया।
Hey Dia, right on time. We'll know any moment now. Paimon's been wondering. You seem to know Candace pretty well. Have you been friends for a long time? We've known each other for some time now. She's a pretty interesting person. Even though she's an extremely strong warrior, she never misuses her powers against others. Oh, Paimon knows what you mean. Like a lot of martial artists say, never take the fight outside the ring.
क्या कहा है?
Yep, I guess you can put it that way. It takes strong convictions to be as dedicated as she is, and shoulder that kind of responsibility. Us mercs, on the other hand, we pretty much live from one day to the next. Well, Paimon thinks you're great too. Really? Thanks for that. Oh, Sino's here, and he's pretty early too.
Yes. I was here yesterday to help out a little.
Oh.
To help out? By doing what?
Guess karo.
Sharing some interrogation techniques.
Oh, you mean you taught Candace some more persuasive methods?
कुछ ऐसा ही कह सकते हो। मुंह पे गीला तौलिया रख के ऊपर से पानी फेंकना, ये सारी चीजें।
Right.
और किसी को जेम्स खानी है, आ जाओ।
Come on in, everyone.
Come on, let's go inside.
वैसे भी आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट मोस्टली 80 से 85% सिर्फ कट सीन्स हैं और कुछ है भी नहीं। वे ये क्या छोटी छोटी चीज़ें हमसे करा रहे हैं ताकि ऐसा न लगे करने वालों को कि वो बंदा फिल्म देख रहे हैं यहाँ पे बैठ के, कोई उसको लगे कि हाँ मैंने भी कुछ किया है, मैंने बटन दबाया है, मैंने F दबाया है बार बार ताकि मैं अंदर जा सकूँ बाहर जा सकूँ, ये सारे काम मैंने किए हैं। What bullshit? This is such a bullshit. इससे पूछते हैं, अच्छा इसका घर है भाई, तेरे घर के अंदर टॉर्चर हो रहा है, क्या हो रहा है ये? यहाँ पे खड़ा है बस मस्त बाहर. Things are going fine. अच्छा तो विलेज गार्ड है. ओ भाई साहब, ये कुछ ज़्यादा ही कमज़ोर सा गार्ड नहीं है, एक चाकू लेके खड़ा है. यहाँ पे ज़ोर से हवा चलती हुई तो उड़ जाता होगा. चलो इस बुलशिट से बचने के लिए अंदर चलते हैं.
You need to watch out for any signs of earthquakes and sandstorms.
कैमरा थोड़ा सा ऑफ सेंटर लग रहा है मुझे अपना. ठीक है, काफ़ी है. चलो
Candace, where? Whoa, you look furious.
Do I? Huh. What gave it away?
टॉर्चर.
Oh, there's no mask that can hide true bloodlust. Cover up your eyes, and it'll still show itself at the corners of your mouth.
Perhaps I need to work on my composure. Still, it's perfectly understandable why I'm angry. I'm sure everyone present would agree.
कितने मासूम है बेचारे.
Yes, ma'am. Please, don't beat us anymore. We're gonna die.
Well, looks like Sino taught her well.
You fear death yourselves, yet you do not hesitate to place the lives of others at risk. The absurdity is mind-boggling.
सच में.
The ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the Village Keepers. They are vital members of our community, and some even count them as family. You come here to my village, and you treat my people as nothing more than stepping stones towards your goal. Tell me, what would you do to you in my position?
Mercy! Please have mercy!
You've made your bed.
ससुरा पूरी रात बैठे हैं लगता है.
We may both be desert dwellers, but there is one thing that I understand better than you. The resurrection of the Scarlet King will only result in war. And war serves no one. The people of Aru village care little about which god is in power. Life may be tough and tiring, but we wish to preserve our way of life.
वैसे एक बात है, लीवे के अंदर भी जो दूसरा गॉड था, क्या नाम था उसका, ओसाइल, वो, और जो इनाजुमा में दूसरा गॉड था, वतात्सुमी वाला स्नेक, ओरोबाशी, दोनों वहाँ पे भी वही सीन यहाँ पे भी चल रहा है. यहाँ पे भी कोई दूसरा गॉड है जो कंटेस्ट कर रहा है, लेकिन वहाँ पे और यहाँ फ़र्क ये है कि यहाँ पे गॉड को बिल्कुल ही एक मेन सेंटर ऑफ अटेंशन बना दिया.
A war would only cause us to lose all that we have. And that is not a responsibility that you can afford to shoulder.
Yep.
We understand. We're sorry. I'll tell you everything I know. Please, just let us go.
I'm listening.
You might not believe this, but it wasn't us who came up with this idea. Someone was spreading rumors. Some mystery man told us that mad scholars will make the perfect sacrifice to usher in the Scarlet King's resurrection. They give their life.
They're called Village Keepers. Slip up again, and you'll regret it.
Yes, sorry. It was all that mystery man's doing. He told us to spread word about the Scarlet King's resurrection and talked us into helping him. In return, he said he'll help facilitate the resurrection process.
वो तो अलहितम लग रहा है मुझे. या तो ये या दोतोरे, दोनों में से कोई एक.
I'm not sure.
That's one.
Huh? One what?
Strike. You get a total of 3. Then, you die by my hand.
Wait, I'm telling the truth. We don't know anything. It was all him.
अच्छा
2.
He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense. We take them to a junction outside the village. Then the mystery guy takes them from there.
3
You gotta believe me, please. I'm telling the truth, I swear. Just ask them if you don't believe me.
यार ये सही कह रहा है, तुम इनकी पैंट खोल के देखोगे ना पीछे से ब्राउन हुई नजर आएगी बेचारे आंखों में देखो कितना दर्द है बेचारी की आंखों में हो सकता है वो बदन का दर्द आंखों में आ रहा है
That was indeed the truth. Traveler, go on.
You have to believe me. If I knew that, I would have told you his name right away. I'm not risking another beating to keep his secrets. No way. That guy, he wears a cloak, and he's always careful to cover his face. He calls himself the Scarlet King's envoy.
यार क्लोक तो कोई भी पहन सकता है
I believe I may know what's going on.
Uncle Anpu? What do you mean?
ये कैसे हुँ करता घूमता रहेगा अबे कौन गिरा पीछे
Smooth.
Okay, speak.
If my suspicions are correct, this mystery man they speak of could be from the academia.
वही तो कह रहा हूँ अलेतम हो सकता है लगता नहीं
Some time ago, people from the academia attempted to take the village keepers away. I refused, insisting that they are part of our community. It strikes me now that this secretive character shares the same goal they had.
Which means it's highly likely that the academia was purposely spreading a false rumor to trick the radicals into delivering the village keepers right into their hands. They were the ones who brought them here to begin with. Now they're trying to take them back? We aren't gonna let that happen.
मतलब कि जो ये उसको स्कारामूश को गॉड बना रहे हैं उसके लिए चाहिए होंगे हो सकता है
Not the academia again.
Just as I thought. But what could they want with the village keepers?
People are nothing but tools in the eyes of the academia. A change in their plans likely means they found another way to exploit the scholars. Regardless, our top priority now is locating the village keepers.
You're
Yes.
right. Isaka's still waiting for news on his...
Time to go. Let's leave the village and try.
Yes. Pack up.
You got it. Candace, I'll let you deal with the radicals. Leave everything outside the village to us.
All right.
Let's meet back here once everyone's ready.
सब रेडी हैं हम कौन सा सूट किस लिए घूमते हैं चलो लोग आ गए हैं तुमसे बात ही कर लेते हैं अरे ये क्या ओके अंकल अंकल
I just hope everyone's all right.
इससे बड़ा क्वेस्ट वो वर्ल्ड क्वेस्ट है अनारा का बाप रे बहुत बड़ा है वो तो अनारा वाला इतना ही बड़ा वो वाला भी था सीक्रेट साकुरा अवेकनिंग रिचुअल याद है इनाजुमा का जो वर्ल्ड क्वेस्ट था सीक्रेट साकुरा को अवेकन करना होता वही बहुत लंबा था ओके कैंडिस
You look worried. Thinking about the village keeper?
Yes. I'd look for them myself if I could. As members of our village,
You have a strong sense of belonging here. I guess I'm the opposite. Mercs are strict.
Dia, don't say that.
Thanks. I'll let you know when I feel like...
What scheme is the academia brewing now?
लीव द विलेज चीफ्स हाउस अब कहीं ये ना हो बाहर जगह कहें चलो जी वापस चलो अंदर नहीं एक्चुअली में कुछ हो रहा है I'll hate them.
Let's get some food in us and then we'll... Whoa! Where did you come from?
Well, as you can see, I am merely sitting here and reviewing what we have deduced thus far.
You were gone for ages! And now you're suddenly sitting here musing to yourself? Where have you been anyway? Hey, what's with the silence?
You never think things through before asking questions. I'm giving you some time to make up for that.
Paimon's so mad! Paimon's gonna give you an ugly nickname! There's just nothing super obvious to pick with this guy. It makes it so hard.
Well, you've heard nothing to suggest I left this whole time. So clearly, I stayed in the village to investigate. Anyway,
नजर तो तू है
you
नहीं
plan to leave Aru village and keep searching for the truth of this matter, yes?
कहीं? Yes.
Yep. We're not gonna find out anything more by staying here, so we thought that we might as well take... Enough with the silent treatment!
No. I'm just surprised that you decided to team up with...
All Hatham, you haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru village. Bold of you to question our choices.
Yeah, you're all talk!
While you were investigating, I had my own work.
Really?
To be honest, we aren't really a team, so I have no obligation to inform you of my whereabouts.
Oh, sorry.
Not to mention that going separate ways allowed me to find some important information that you all had missed.
Huh? Right here in the village?
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone. But
What does that mean?
how do you think the residents of Aru village feel about what we're doing? In other words, do you truly believe every single word the villagers tell us?
You mean some of them lied to us?
Hiding the truth does not necessarily equate to lying. Again, these people have their reasons. Remember what Gandis said? Most people in Aru village don't necessarily care which deity is in charge of Sumeru. That's because whether the Scarlet King or the Dendro Archon has power is of little significance. By contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concerns. They won't simply share everything they know with you without good reason. That's why you believed there was no further information to be found in this village. Glad you're following along. Among those you have talked to, there's someone who was consciously keeping you out of the loop. In fact, she's been observing your every move since you arrived. The reason being,
Oh, ये वही थी जो
to
एकदम से डर
someone
गई
who
थी.
only wants to
साइनों को
live
देख
their
के.
life in peace, any external factors introduce unpredictability into the equation.
हाँ, ये वही है जो साइनों को देख के डर गई थी. हाँ, शनि.
Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
ये तो ऐसा लग रहा था कि कूद ही जाएगी इसके ऊपर.
Don't change the subject.
It's quite obvious that she's intimidated by...
Right. You were asking about the...
She corrected herself mid-sentence because she's aware that there are Scarlet King fanatics in the village. If she sounds too friendly towards the village...
I think it's been a few
Makes
days
sense.
since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night.
Remember? She made a point of denying her involvement in anything that...
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
अभी ये कोशिश कर रही थी कि ज़्यादा फ्रेंडली साउंड ना करे. अब कह रही मेरा घर बचा लिया.
After speaking to the village chief, it became clear that the village keepers had protected Aru village at night. In other words, the young miss was...
Then why?
By getting involved with an outsider, she risks drawing unwanted attention to herself. As for why she might be so wary about all this,
I'll pass on this one. You said that she is afraid of me.
We're on it.
किधर है? अच्छा ये पास में ही है. अच्छा घर के अंदर जाना पड़ेगा.
Miss Shawnee, as we discussed earlier, I've brought someone with me.
Mr. Alhaitham, I'm aware of where you stand, but how can I make sure that your friends think the same as you?
Huh? What do you mean? We need to clarify our stance or something?
Go ahead and talk to her. Go on. Earn her...
Is it really that simple?
May I call you Traveler? Hi, Traveler. I want to ask you something. Do you think the resurrection of the Scarlet King can truly change Sumeru for the better? Why's that? That's very similar to what Miss Candace says. I know you two are friends. That's why I'm willing to talk to you, even though I do have some
Ace
reservations.
last player bro 10 मिनट देना भाई खाना खा के आता हूँ हाँ यार बिल्कुल खाना खा के आओ एस लास्ट फ्लेम यू हैव कैरेक्टर्स हाँ यार कैरेक्टर्स हैं मेरे पास मैं पहले बता दूं कि मैं फ्री टू प्ले प्लेयर हूँ तो मेरे पास बहुत ज़्यादा कैरेक्टर्स नहीं है
Before, I wouldn't even have the courage to ask something like this. Traveler, do you believe our lives will get better?
यार ये कैसे बता सकता हूँ मैं I can't promise anything but I'll do the best I can.
Yeah, we came here from another nation, so it isn't wrong of you to be weary. And we aren't really residents of any one nation.
मुझे पे टू विन पसंद नहीं है लेकिन यार एक्चुअली में ये गेम चली पे टू विन लोगों के ऊपर रही है तो अब एकदम से पे टू विन्स को हटा भी नहीं सकते ना है ना ये है ऊपर से पे टू विन देखने वालों को बहुत मज़ा आता है क्योंकि उनके पास कैरेक्टर्स बहुत अच्छे अच्छे हैं रिफाइनमेंट वाले वेपन्स हैं 5 स्टार है ना 1-1 लाख डैमेज कर रहे हैं वो एक बार में है ना वो फ्री टू प्ले भी कर सकता है लेकिन बहुत ज़्यादा ग्राइंड करना पड़ेगा बहुत ज़्यादा
But even so, we've met lots of people from different places, and we've always fought for what we believed in. We have friends in Sumeru, and we want to help them. That's why we decided to stay here for a while.
वही तो जो वेल्स हैं पे करने वाले उनका भी अपना अलग है मैंने भी स्टार्टिंग में एक बार पे किया था मैंने 2 बार वेल्किन मून खरीदा था बिल्कुल स्टार्टिंग में जब मैंने गेम खेलनी स्टार्ट की थी तब मैंने वेल्किन मून खरीदा था 2 बार उसके बाद मैंने नहीं खरीदा ऑलमोस्ट 1 साल हो गया उसके बाद मैंने दोबारा नहीं खरीदा
I want to trust you. My apologies for posing my questions like that. To be honest, I didn't expect you to come back for more information.
Oh, Hatham told us you have your reasons. It's okay. We understand.
The fact is that only one side of my family is desert folk. I don't really fit in anywhere in Sumeru. Some believe in the Dendro Archon, while others believe in the Scarlet King. I don't belong to either side, and neither side would want me.
वही ऐसा
Speaking
क्या
of
है
which, the radicals mentioned that they despise traitors. Do they just think that anyone who's different from them is a traitor?
Yeah. Some people can be so narrow-minded when it comes to bloodline and beliefs. It makes no difference what I say or how I behave. I'll always be suspected of having ulterior motives. Slowly, I just stopped talking to people. I pretended not to hear or see anything. All I want is to live my life in peace. And then it happened.
ये तो मेरी जैसी है
The village keepers who had helped me disappeared with no explanation, and I didn't dare breathe a word about it to anyone. Until now.
You can tell them. I'm sure he'll keep your secret.
All right. I'll tell you what I told Al-Haytham.
Okay.
I actually have a sharper sense of hearing than most. Sometimes, I hear strange crying sounds in the night.
मुझे तो रात को नींद ही ना आए
There are ghosts?
Perhaps. I'm not sure. It's faint, but it's definitely the sound of crying. It comes from far away in the distance, and always carries very raw emotion. It used to be louder and more frequent, but ever since you arrived in the village, it doesn't seem to happen as often.
Huh.
And when it does, it's much quieter. I have to focus really hard to make it out.
I confirmed this with the guards on night duty. They also have someone with a good ear, and he's heard similar sounds at night. But because we're in the middle of a desert, you would rather believe that they are the cries of beasts than ghosts.
There's really nothing around these parts, except for an old hospital not far from the village.
I think they used to use it for treating Elazar, but it's been abandoned for years.
सरन राज जस्ट सब्सक्राइब्ड थैंक यू सरन राज फॉर द सब्सक्रिप्शन आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है हमारे चैनल में
Yeah, let's go.
किधर जाने का है चलो, किसने तो कुछ बोला। और यहाँ अब तक कैसे नहीं आए हम लोग? चलो इस सीली को भी घर पहुँचा दें। आजा सीली, तो लेके चलते हैं। अरे कहाँ? दरुल शिफा व्यू पॉइंट। दरुल शिफा, इतनी मिट्टी। सीली कहाँ की तेरी?
Monster! Yeah!
Take this! I'll... Germinate! Take that!
यार इतना पिंक क्यों आ रहा है? 206 ms। अरे कोई और भी रह गया क्या? नहीं गए सारे।
I suppose this will do.
रेडिश, पोटैटो। वो आर्टिफैक्ट नहीं है क्या यहाँ पे? ये तो गरीबी वाला देश है ये।
Oh, is this the place? Oh, it's in terrible shape. And there's sand everywhere. Monsters! Watch out! Think you can bully me?
Time for retribution!
Punishment! You can't run!
और कौन है? अच्छा रीइंफोर्समेंट आ रही है। अरे यार रुक जा, उल्टा मत जा। कोने में क्यों लेके जाता है?
Retribution!
ये सारी बात जो वक्त गुजारा था हमने साथ में।
They were easier to deal with than Paimon had expected. Super strong bandits? Or monsters taller than buildings dropping out of the sky? He looks super serious. We gotta stay on our A game too.
This is the one.
अरे वाह,
Let's go in and take a look.
ओके। ये हॉस्पिटल है, झाड़ फूक वाला।
Hey, Ohidum, we haven't found Squat. Are you sure we aren't wasting our time here?
Patience. Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night. We have time to burn. Until then,
Until then, धूल सूंघते हैं थोड़ी सी।
I'm taking a break.
And just like that, he sits down. What are you reading? Let Paimon see.
Okay, sure.
Huh? The natural position. which is the positional propensity of an entity in natural motion in contrast with an object.
So,
Oh, Paimon gives up. You keep reading your book. See ya. How is he so relaxed? Look at him, reading an impossible book in a creepy place like this. Hey, Paimon's your Tibet travel guide. And anyway, it's not Paimon's fault that the books people read in Sumeru are so complicated.
अब तो एक आई की ट्रैवल गाइड, तुझे भी चीज़ें मेरे साथ साथ ही पता चल रही हैं। अरे वाह, रात हो गई। मुझे लगा मुझे भी रात करनी पड़ेगी।
Paimon's getting so sleepy. Huh? What was that sound?
ओह यार,
there it
कुछ
is.
हो रहा है। पक्की बात है,
It's coming
भूत है
from
कोई,
that direction.
जो रात को ही आता है। अलेथम का डिज़ाइन अच्छा है। ये कलर मुझे अच्छा लग रहा है। कलर स्कीम, इट्स नाइस।
Is the sound coming from here? Huh. Paimon's not seeing anything.
It's from below.
But there's no...
Something is off about the interior here. As I thought, there's a hidden structure.
Wow. It's like they tucked another hospital into this one. Oh, it looks like there are other mechanisms around here.
Okay. पहले जरा कांदा पटाटा इकट्ठे कर लूं। मुझे इसे ओपन करने के लिए चाबी चाहिए। ओके, चाबी कहाँ मिलेगी? ये तो हो गया, और भी कुछ है? हो रहा। अरे वाह,
Scatter!
अरे चल नहीं रह गए? चल तो रहा है।
Propagate!
ओके, स्ट्रीम की क्वालिटी कुछ ऊपर नीचे है क्या? नहीं, ठीक ही है। अच्छा, ऊपर भी है एक। अब इसमें ताला क्यों लगा हुआ है?
Look at you, Boozound.
Propagate!
एक और है। इसके ऊपर यहाँ साइड में कहाँ है यार? कहीं छुपा के बनाया हुआ है क्या? एक, दो, तीन, पीछे भी कुछ है। पर है कहाँ? एक ये रहा, दूसरा वो रहा, तीसरा अच्छा वो रहा सामने। कहाँ रे, मैं भी अंधा। आ जाओ, कौन है यहाँ पे लड़ने के लिए?
Shake it and stir.
ये क्या जुगाड़ है?
Verdict is...
अरे यार,
Judgment!
तू जा कहाँ रहा है जरा?
Time for
बाय बाय।
retribution!
चलो, हो गया। चाबी नहीं मिली अब तक। Anyways. Oh. Emergency notice. Patient Abbas, male 23 years old, mole on the left side of forehead and left-handed. While his condition remains very serious, survival will be difficult without professional medical care. The patient's survivability, once found, immediately inform. Don't give up. Stay positive. All beings under the watchful eye of the divine. So don't ever give up. Keep a balanced diet, rest regularly, and maintain a good mood. Monday, minty bean soup, tashin, curry shrimp, pani puri. अरे वाह, पानी पूरी डिनर? बट डिनर में गोलगप्पे कौन खाता है बे? Salad, biryani lunch, fish with cream sauce, potato boat. Shakshuka bean cake lunch. The remaining sections are blank. वाह, अच्छा लोग डिनर में पानी पूरी खा रहे हैं। This week's shifts. Ibrahim, Tuesday redacted, Wednesday Amudi. Okay. Old ways. Okay.
Look! There's someone over there! Good idea! Let's approach him slowly without alarming him.
कब से बंद है यहाँ पे ये?
Wait. You're...
He can't speak, and his eyes are unfocused. Also, why is he the only one here?
Didn't expect to see him here.
You know him?
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the academia.
He's a scholar too? Is he the kind that holes up in a forest and mumbles stuff about training?
No. And that's the problem. Razak was never involved in any of those things. He never trained in the forest, let alone reach Satyavada life. Leaving that question aside for the moment, him being here alone means that we might be too late. Looks like they've already taken everyone away. For whatever reason, they left Razak here. There are drag marks on the ground. They're clearer by the doorway. Someone was forcefully drawing a cart that was
Loaded with...
That is one possibility. It looks like they were in a hurry, as if they were... The symptoms are identical. Looks like we found living proof.
Huh? Why do you say that?
Allow me to jog your memory. Recall your time at Port Ormos. Don't you think his symptoms look familiar?
Oh, now that you mention it, they're acting the same way.
Correct. The Academia is behind all of this. It isn't difficult to deduce their rationale. First, the Academia spread a false rumor of the Scarlet King's resurrection, emphasizing the role of the Village Keepers, the mad scholars who were exiled to Aru Village. These rumors were all the persuasion that the Radicals needed, and those based in Aru Village leapt into action. Unbeknownst to them, of course, through rounding up the scholars, they were actually helping the Academia, as well as being able to exploit the Radicals for their own ends. This scheme has one further advantage to the Academia. All the life for the Desert Dwellers has been brutal ever since the Scarlet King's death all those years ago. Beneath the surface, feelings of desperation are widespread. Many would give everything they have for the prospect of something better. Anyone looking to exploit that for their own ends simply needs to make a few empty promises. Even if complications arise, people will see that those involved are all followers of the Scarlet King and look for no further explanation than differences of belief. A deep-seated mistrust of the desert and everyone in it by the rest of Sumeru will make sure of that. The notion of an Academia plot wouldn't even cross their minds. It may seem like a simple strategy, but it is able to work wonders under Sumeru's current circumstances.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. It's in line with the village chief's theory, too. But there's still one very important question. Wasn't it the Academia that brought the scholars to Aru Village in the first place? Why does it want them back now?
Throughout this process, one thing has changed. The scholars' identity. First, they were scholars. Then, they became lunatics. After that, they were exiles. An exile is still patently a living, breathing human being. But when someone becomes a missing person, that is brought into question. If you can't find someone, you have no way of knowing what exactly happened to them.
Resource?
One possibility is that the information in their brains could be extracted into knowledge capsules.
Extracted? You mean canned knowledge comes from people's brains?
With the technology of the Sumeru Academia, perhaps the process caused them great suffering, which is why they cry out in the dead of night, when no...
So, the human brain...
I'm the Academia scribe, after all. I'm familiar with their project. Anyway, judging by Razak's state, the contents of a divine knowledge capsule were extracted from his mind. But something went wrong in the process. Or perhaps his curiosity got the better of him, and he used such a capsule for himself.
Hyman's a little confused. Can they just use anyone's brain?
The look on your face tells me you've realized the answer. That's right. To some scholars, gaining knowledge about the gods is their entire life's pursuit. Extracting canned knowledge is just one of... However, I can't help but wonder, what do they seek to gain from divine knowledge? The Academia is going out of their way to look for forbidden knowledge, but what is their ultimate goal? I've spent quite some time trying to analyze the contents of the divine knowledge capsule, but to no avail. It seems like my way of thinking is too different from theirs.
You mean you're not even slightly interested in getting your hands on this forbidden stuff?
All scholars seek to expand the horizons of knowledge, but I'm not particularly interested in gods, so I don't share their degree of zealot. Extracting information from people as if they were lifeless objects? If this is the direction of academic progress, then the Academia may as well shut its doors.
Sounds like you're really against all this.
Of course. The academia's actions run contrary to their rules. Whether it be academics or knowledge, everything has its boundaries. If those lines are crossed, the rules and order that govern everything in the world will be destroyed. This matter needs to be corrected. Just like fixing a typo in a book.
Wait, didn't you step in to help because you felt sympathy for those poor people?
Not to be callous, but no. My criteria are a little more restrictive than that. There is no shortage of suffering in Sumeru, and the same can be said for the rest of Teyvat as well. What do you plan to do about that?
Probably not.
You can say that. Simply put, I don't blindly place my faith into strength or heroism. The Divine Knowledge Capsule is something I want to investigate in full. That doesn't...
Paimon's been wanting to say this for a while. There are a lot of bad guys in the academy.
You're probably... Though I must say, I quite enjoy this feeling of being the odd one out. Uniqueness is also an asset, is it not?
Wow,
It is.
that's a great way to think about it. Paimon's really impressed. If only Miss...
I'm just a more likable person than her in general. There's no...
इसका क्या करोगे पीछे वाला जो है?
He won't last long if we leave him here. We'll work out our next step after we return to Aru village.
Go back to the village chief's house and meet up with everyone else. चाबी यहाँ होगी. की है ना? हाँ, ancient की. और कुछ भी यहाँ? और तो कुछ नहीं है यहाँ पे. बस ये है. Dusty tableware. हकीम. हकीम का मतलब ही डॉक्टर होता है. ये सब तो देख लिया हमने यार. चलो बाहर चलते हैं.
That's close enough. I'll be back.
Okay. कुछ है क्या लेने के लिए? सिर्फ आलू रखे हुए यार. उधर बाद में. तो जाना कहाँ है? अबे यार चाबी लेके वहाँ से हम कुछ लेना भूल गए ना. ओ हाँ, वहाँ पे कुछ तो था जो हम लेना भूल गए. ये तो यहाँ पे इधर इस ड्रॉर में ये क्या था? अरे यहाँ कुछ तो है। Okay, medical records. Patient name Abbas, gender male, occupation farmer, basic status of admission, scab skin at limbs, extremities, LSR, multiple ulcers on the back, chest, and other body surface. New scabs at limb extremities and chest. ये डॉक्टर इंचार्ज जो इन्होंने क्या कहते हैं वाइट आउट किया हुआ है, ये वो भी हो सकता है। द तोरे, द डॉक्टर। अरे अरे इतना सब कुछ। Diagnostic report. Okay.
We're back!
You must be tired.
What's the situation?
Unfortunately, somebody who's too young to take on the role of Isak's grandfather. Nevertheless, he's one of the people we're trying to find.
So, at one point in time, the abandoned Elazar Hospital served as the Academia's site for extracting divine cant knowledge.
Yep, pretty much.
Their plan must have been implemented at some point before we arrived at Aru Village, since divine cant knowledge has been in circulation for a while now. Yet, they fled once we were headed to the village, almost as if they knew we were on their trail.
We may have a mole in our... One of us could be secretly revealing our whereabouts to the Academia.
Oh.
Huh? Are our...
Looks like none of you have realized wherein lies the issue. Sino, you're the reason why they can predict our movement.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Choose your next words very carefully.
It is simply a logical inference. I have my
So what you're saying is... Interesting. And here I thought you were the most suspicious one, Al-Haytham.
I know. You have a point. But I realized something as we were returning from the hospital. Sino isn't like any of us.
What are you trying to say?
Do you still remember who you are, General Mahamatra? As a Matra, you are no doubt privy to certain kinds of information. Before you can take action against someone, you are required to have all the facts available, including the less than savory details. Simply put, the Academia has traditionally allowed you access to a wealth of sensitive information. Knowing their modus operandi, wouldn't you expect them to take precautions against you? If you want to raise a vicious wolf, you need to make sure that you can avoid its bite.
The Academia?
It's not that simple. The Academia has eyes all over Sumeru, but they have a special protocol. Every so often comes a Nyagarbaha Day. On this day, the Academia enters new information into the Akasha through knowledge capsules. I remember seeing the thick notebook next to the control panel once. Its contents were all about the General Mahamatra, his activities throughout the day, preferred methods of enacting judgment, everything.
तो obviously ये तो क्या कहते हैं academia basically एक
You're
तरीके से
saying that
government
the
है इनके पास
Academia entered my information into the Akasha too?
और क्या तुझे क्या
But
लगा
what's the
था
point in doing that? My actions aren't important enough to be added into the Akasha.
The Akasha is capable of computation. The Akasha's algorithms are entirely capable of predicting your movements using the data entered. When you would depart, the route you would follow, your destination. It knew all of this.
ओह आकाशा जो है AI है AI
It predicted my every move.
The Academia has been watching you longer than you think.
So that's how it is. Sino adheres to his principles so strongly that he's actually a thorn in their side. Tenacity of will and steadfast faith are worthless to the Academia. They need scholars who are easily pliable and mindlessly go after anything they can profit from. Sino, don't take it to heart. This just proves how much of a trustworthy ally you are.
They escaped because of me.
Don't blame yourself. It's not like any of us would have known.
I have an idea. If they predicted my movements, then I might be able to guess where they went.
Whoa, you bounced back fast.
There is always an opportunity for safety after.
Oh, so that's how it is! Paimon gets it now. If the Academia is trying to avoid Sino... Yep, that's right!
They'll want to proceed in the direction opposite of where I'm going.
ये कौन
I
चलेगी
must go.
There's also something I want to investigate.
Let's go, guys! After him! Please, wait! I want to go too!
दिया कहाँ गई दिया
You
इतना
want to go too?
सस्सी सस्सी रिएक्ट क्यों कर रही
I
है
want to find
Act.
Grandpa. I promise.
Everyone, I leave him in your hands.
Yay!
Go
Let's go! Remember to pack some food with you.
हमारे ग्रुप में एक बस बच्चे की तो कमी है
Paimon feels like we're missing someone.
दिया
I'll be awaiting your good news.
कहाँ जाना है? ऊपर या नीचे?
So, where do we go from here?
Yes. After leaving the village, we should head straight toward the desert.
ओह, साइनो के साथ साथ
I know the desert like the back of my hand. Is that because you play here a lot? Yep. One time, Grandpa almost got lost in the desert, but I was the one who brought him back.
There's something here.
There's something
What's
here.
this?
What's this?
It's buried in the sand.
And Paimon thought running around everywhere was already enough work. Okay. So, we have...
These are likely fragments of an academia-developed device, something akin to a headset.
Headset? ये किस एंगल से पहनने वाली चीज लग रही है?
Looks like there were more than one village keeper. They must have been escorted this way because there are device fragments scattered around here. Let's split up and search the area. Chances are that we'll find other things nearby.
Is this what we're searching for?
अब लग रहा है पहनने वाली चीज.
Looks kind of scary.
This is definitely a device used to extract divine knowledge.
How did it end up buried in the sand? That can't have been part of the plan. They must have been attacked along the way.
Wait, what? Grandpa, I hope you're okay. Don't worry, your grandpa's gonna be fine.
Razak didn't display any signs of starvation or dehydration.
We should be able to catch up.
One more thing. Given that the device had been entirely covered by sand, I believe the attack must have happened prior to the sandstorm.
Let's keep going. They can't have gone far.
Basically, ये तो कह रहे थे ना.
Running on sand is so tiring. But you're flying, aren't you, Paimon? Is flying over sand tiring too? Ugh, of course it is.
ये कहते हैं ना साइनो के एक कदम पीछे हैं. तो एक कदम पीछे कहाँ हुए? तो आगे भाग रहे हैं. मतलब उनको फॉलो कर रहे हैं.
Voices, over there. It sounds like an argument.
Whoa, you have really good ears.
Don't get any closer. They'll notice us.
Dia's talking with the Eremites? Very interesting. Let's listen in.
If you had informed me sooner, there'd be plenty of room for us to...
You're one of us. We would never lie.
Scholars. You don't know as much as I do. Need me to...
I knew it. That's our Dia.
Dia? Why would you?
दाल में कुछ तो दिया है.
Dia! Hey, what are you doing?
Huh?
Didn't you say you'd help me find Grandpa?
Well, look who's here.
This complicates things.
You've betrayed Aru village?
So, this is the great General Mahamatra. Dear, you'd be better off as my assistant than hanging around with this motley crew. Seen for yourself. I have the means and method.
I'm not the type that's easily swayed, Rahman. You of all people should know that.
Wait,
Rahman.
what's going on, Dia? Whose side are you on here?
Shut it, Paimon.
It doesn't matter. Whichever side you pick, nothing could deter us from the grand mission of resurrect.
Face the facts,
Okay, बात
Rahman.
acting कर
It's
रही
not
है.
gonna happen.
Snape
You
की
should
तरह.
understand that more than anyone. Have all your years as a merc taught you nothing about placing hopes in a ruler?
I'm a desert dweller and a proud follower of the Scarlet King. Whether I live by the edge of the sword...
It's not too late yet. The village mad scholars
Yeah.
aren't gonna bring the Scarlet King back to life.
वही तो ड्रामा
You don't understand, my dear lady. Pursuing our faith is our purpose in life.
Even if it'll expose you to the academia? Even if they end up disbanding the Eremites?
Yes. We've waited a long time for this day to come. The sun and the moon no longer shining. With these scholars in our custody, we'll stomp the Academia's forces and fight our way beyond the wall of Samiel.
भाई रिलीजन के चक्कर में अंधा हो चुका है बिल्कुल.
Ridiculous. Think about it. The Academia controls the entire... If you still don't believe me, then try asking these two men. They're also against the Academia, but neither of them are as arrogant as you are.
They look more like pawns of the Academia to me. Why would I listen to anything the people of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata have to say? Filthy traitors. Your god abandoned...
It's impossible to Perhaps we should.
Do you really believe that by kidnapping the scholars, you'll be able to negotiate with the Academia? These people have no value as bargaining chips. But I could be... These scholars were exiled from the Academia. I, on the other hand, am their current scribe. And
Wait, you can't be serious.
So, you want to trade...
precisely. Any wise...
What are you thinking? What if they decide to kill you instead?
Well, that would be bad luck for me. However, I'd get the chance to observe the scholars. Perhaps even find out the truth.
भाई के पास विजन है कभी तो यूज करेगा.
Think you can talk me over with that?
I'm not trying to persuade you. I'm using...
You are the scribe.
Not all desert dwellers believe in the Scarlet King, and the same applies to the Academia. Why must all knowledge seek...
You Academia scum. Every last one of you is nothing but a hypocrite.
Not so fast. I'll hate them. Do you stand by everything you just said? You know you're making a dangerous decision.
I do.
Good. Raman, hear me out. These people are my friends. Maybe you can't take the...
We've known each other for years.
In that case, I'm willing to vouch for their honesty with my right arm. Come on, Raman, don't be a coward. If you're serious about taking on the Academia, you need to steal...
An arm from the Flame Mane. You've piqued my interest. But what if you refuse to oblige? What should I do then? No one's a fool here, Dia. We're mercs. And mercs don't tend to live long unless they have their wits about them.
You're not wrong, but this is different. I promised my friends that we'd bring back the village...
Let's do it right here then. Give me your right arm as proof of your resolve.
पहले विलेज कीपर कह रही थी विलेज कीपर से करेक्ट करके उसने एकदम से मैड स्कॉलर बोला विलेज कीपर कह रही थी.
Don't listen to him! He's not even trying to negotiate!
That's fine.
Are you crazy?
We came here to save lives. One arm for that many people is still a pretty good deal, if you ask me. Raman?
Sure. Go ahead and cut off her right arm.
अबे अभी क्यों हाथ ले रहा है तो बाद में लेता हाथ लेने के बाद मना कर दिया तो
No! Dia! What are you gonna do? Think of something!
You don't have to go this far.
That's not for you to decide.
Do it!
Dia! Run!
ये क्या हो रहा है
Stop!
ये क्या हवा में
What's wrong? Can't do it?
Flame Mane, you and I are both desert folk. Cutting off your arm is... You've shown me that you're serious. Go on now, take your friend.
ओके पर कुछ ज़्यादा बड़ा रिस्क ले लिया इसने जिसकी ज़रूरत नहीं थी.
I was really counting on him not going through with it.
Dia! That was crazy! Have you all lost your minds? What if he'd act...
Then I just have to hold my claymore with my left arm. Okay, I'm sorry. But sometimes when you're out on a limb, you gotta double down to seal the deal, you know?
Don't ever make a promise like that again. I can deal with the likes of them. If it came down to it, you would not lose to them either.
I don't doubt it, Sino. But this is about more than me and them. There's a lot more where they came. Even if we got rid of one bunch of radicals, there are others out there. Wiping them out would do more harm than good.
As you wish.
I'm sorry, Dia. I should have stayed put and listened. I should have trusted you.
It's okay. I promised you I'd help find your grandpa, so I'll do it.
Whatever it takes? You just might be scholar material.
Ha 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 ha.
Huh? Are you serious?
The Eremites once said that I was a lunatic. Perhaps a little madness is essential to be successful in research.
Why does it feel like he's using his praise for me as an excuse to brag about himself? Okay, let's get moving. We should head back to the village and rest up. Today was just a trial run. Noon tomorrow is gonna be the hard part.
ये पक्की बात है, डॉक्टर ही है दत्तोरे. Tomorrow 6. Confirm. तीन लोग खड़े हैं तो 4 5 सारे हैं.
You're all here so early.
Looks like we have everyone here. Isak, are you sure?
I'll watch from a safe distance. Dia,
Okay, let's go.
Dia, wait.
What's the matter?
I heard that you were quite reckless yesterday. No more of that today, understood? Or I'll be very upset with you.
Fine.
इतना दूर जाना है. चलो फिर इनको वो करते चलते हैं. इसे ऑन करके चलते हैं. उसके बाद नीचे क्या है ये? पानी. Vale.
ha, I'm here. Ha, I'm here.
और ये मेरे ख्याल से
Let's go, let's go. Yeah! Shake it and stir!
ये क्या लगा हुआ है? रेड क्रेस्ट. ये कैक्टस वाला रोग लग रहा है.
Verdict is?
Cabbage. अब आई गए तो रास्ते में लेते चलो. कैक्टस चढ़ के कट नहीं रहा इसको? फाइनली ये तो कागज के बने हुए हैं और ये खाली मीट के अलावा कुछ दे भी नहीं रहे। छोड़ो, इन पर टाइम वेस्ट नहीं करना। नहीं, पहले कहाँ जाना था? इसको एक्टिवेट करते हैं। रास्ते में ये तो एक्टिवेट करते चलो। ऊपर है। ऊपर जाने का और तो कोई रास्ता नजर नहीं आ रहा। तो मुझे नहीं लगता इस पे चढ़ा जा सकता है। चढ़ सकते हैं क्या? देखते हैं चढ़ के कि ऊपर तक जा सकते कि नहीं जा सकते। मुझे नहीं लगता चढ़ पाएगा इससे ऊपर हो। अरे हाँ, चढ़ गए, काफ़ी है। फिर ऊपर तो नहीं है। है तो नीचे ही। बहुत बढ़िया बनाया हुआ है। सुमेरु मज़ा आ गया देख के। ओके, ये हो गई। इसके बाद ये नेविगेट सीधा। काफ़ी वास्ट है, छोटा भी नहीं है। मकबरे वकबरे सारे। सुमेरु एक बार मेरी क्वेस्ट पूरी हो जाए ना, फिर आराम से एक्सप्लोर करूंगा सुमेरु को बैठ के। बिल्कुल उसके नीचे। ये क्या अकेला घूम रहा है यहाँ पे? अरे भाई गए तो उसको ले ही लेते हैं। ओके, अब कहाँ जाना है? यहाँ। ये क्या आइटम है? ड्रैगन उड़ रहे हैं हवा में।
Shake it and stir. Can't handle your drink.
वाह, इसमें से मिला क्या है? फाउल। चलो कुछ हील ही कर लेते हैं खुद को। ये क्या है? स्कैरब। मैंने सुना है बहुत एक्सपेंसिव है, तो अगर ये मिल रहे हैं तो लेते चलो इनको। इनसे बाद में लड़ूंगा। वो कहाँ गया? पूरा अरे ऐसा ही मिलता है इनमें से? क्या बात है। नहीं, सब में से नहीं है। हाँ यार, बहुत सुंदर। मतलब कभी ऐसा सोचा नहीं था। बाद में लड़ेंगे इससे, अभी टाइम नहीं है लड़ने का। अच्छा, म्यूजियम ऑफ द किंग दशरथ। अच्छा, ये उसका म्यूजियम है, मकबरा। ड्यून ऑफ इल्यूजन, ड्यून ऑफ क्या ये, मैग्मा, सोबेक ओएसिस, ड्यून ऑफ करोसिस। वाह, बस एक और रह गया, उसका पूरा सुमेरु बेसिकली ऑन कर लिया आपने, है ना? हाँ, सिर्फ एक ही और रह गया। इसको ऐसे करने के बाद करते हैं उसको। तो यार काफ़ी सुंदर बनाया हुआ है जो भी है। वाह, अमेजिंग यार, अमेजिंग।
Scatter! Time for retribution!
बर्ड एग। यार ये लोग तो हर उसके साथ, वाह डी लुक क्या लग रहा है भाई, क्या पूरा चेंज ही हो गया। ओ फक, हर अपडेट के साथ कुछ ना कुछ नया कर रहे हैं इस गेम के अंदर। विजुअली स्टनिंग, मतलब मज़ा ही आ गया। ये तो कुछ मशीनें सी हैं। चलो इनसे लड़के देखते हैं, इनके साथ लड़ने का एक्सपीरियंस भी होना चाहिए।
I'm here.
You can't run! Lights out.
Verdict is...
They keep pulling me. Stay up.
वो कैसे लेटा वो तक अंदर, वो क्यों नहीं आया भाई? तुम कौन हो बे?
I suppose this will do.
ओहो, ये तो भाई इन्होंने प्रॉपर उसकी तरह बना रखा है, इजिप्ट की तरह। तो अगर इजिप्ट है तो इजिप्ट तो मिडिल ईस्ट में है नहीं, इजिप्ट तो अफ्रीका के अंदर है। तो ये क्या है? डैम, कुछ ज़्यादा ही इम्प्रेसिव चीज़ है भाई, मजाक नहीं। ओहो, पूरा अंदर तक बना हुआ है, बहुत सुंदर, बहुत ज़्यादा ही सुंदर। पढ़े तो सही क्या चीज़ है ये? Primal embers. These energy aggregation known as primal embers are commonly scattered throughout King Dashrath ruins. Go near to primal cone that contains these primal embers to unleash them. Follow the primal embers to activate the giant primal torch. Once the primal torch is lit, King Dashrath's ruin will also change. Okay. Primal embers are very fragile, so you will sometimes find primal scones along their travel path, so they can serve as transit points en route to the primal torch. Primal embers can also be blown away by the strong winds generated by giant fan blades. If you wish to help the embers continue their journey, you must find some way to stop these fans from operating. Okay. Primal construct. ये तो मुझे पता है, ये मुझे बार-बार क्यों बता रहे हैं?
You should really bring the Knights of Favonius with you next time.
ये भी एक नए टाइप की सीली है, न्यू टाइप ऑफ सीली। ये यार मानना पड़ेगा, इन्होंने अपना स्कोप कुछ ज़्यादा ही बड़ा कर दिया। कहाँ गया? अच्छा, ओके। ब्रो, मुझे नहीं लगता कि इससे बड़ी चीज़ मैंने अब तक देखी है गेंशिन इम्पैक्ट में। इससे बड़ा मैंने कुछ नहीं देखा है अब तक। मतलब माउंटेन्स तक देखे हैं, लेकिन ये तो प्रॉपरली स्ट्रक्चर है। लास्ट टाइम जब मैंने वो देखा था अकामुनो पीक, जिस पे वो थंडरबर्ड है, तब मुझे ऐसा लगा था कि यार क्या ग्रैंड इन्होंने चीज़ बनाई है, पर ये तो कुछ ज़्यादा ही क्रेजी बना दिया यार इन्होंने। चलो इसको स्किप करो। अरे ये रहा। अबे ये क्या था? तुम कितने हो गए? कहीं पर ही बैठे हो, ऐसे थोड़ी चलेगा।
Spring forth! Time for retribution!
अरे क्या आइटम है? इसके ऊपर चढ़ सकते हैं यार? कितना क्लाइम करना पड़ेगा इसके ऊपर चढ़ने के लिए? ओह, ये तो भाग दौड़ के चलने वाली चीज़ है। अभी वहाँ चलते हैं जहाँ जाने का है। यहाँ जो बुलाया है भी बिल्कुल पीछे है उसके। ऐसा भी नहीं कि उसके आगे मिलते हैं, कहीं मिलते हैं, बिल्कुल पीछे जाना है। हाँ। यार मैं रोक नहीं पा रहा खुद को बार बार ये देखने से। बाद में कि अपने पास टाइम नहीं है। यहाँ नहीं जा सकते तो कहाँ जाएं? चलो उधर ही चलते हैं। ये भी कहाँ खड़ा हुआ है?
Huh. They got here before us.
Uh-oh. Is it because Paimon overslept by 5 minutes and held everyone up?
Is everything ready?
Absolutely. You brought fewer people than I imagined.
Bring him over.
Grandpa! Why is there only one of them?
Raman, I've always thought of you as a man of his word. What's this about?
It's a 1-for-1 exchange. Sounds fair, don't you think? And let me put it this way. Agreeing to any kind of deal with the Dendro Archon's people is already a huge compromise on.
You stay right there!
लड़ाई कट सीन ओके
Playmate! What do you think you're doing? Don't you see this blade here?
You coward! Why are your hands shaking?
Wait a second! It's a earthquake!
ये तो हमें पता है कौन है
Paimon's dizzy.
This day's going just great.
What a nuisance. The sand dune collapsed. I saw an energy field. The village keeper protected us. It glowed green with dendro. Just like you said. The dendro Archon. The present one.
Grandpa? Grandpa?
Hey, look around you.
Did there used to be a temple here?
It seems that when the sand dune collapsed, it exposed these underground structures. The symbols on the gate belong to the Scarlet King's civilization. This structure must be ancient. Over time, the sandstorms completely buried it and left it in the state we see now. It could have been an underground palace in the distant past.
A miracle! Praise the Scarlet King!
What's he doing here? And his men too?
They must have fallen down here with us. Pretty lucky if you ask me. Most of them seem in really bad shape. Except for him. He got off lightly.
Mind your head.
No, this isn't the time for conflict. Our exalted lord has shown us the way to his sacred palace.
He's not actually gonna go in there, is he?
As it happens, I want to take a look inside too.
What are you doing?
Don't you think it's curious? 1 minute, Lesser Lord Kusanali's power protects us from harm. Two major deities are vying to showcase their power to us. It would be a shame not to witness them both.
Paimon thought you weren't interested in God.
Indeed. In my view, gods are just a higher form of living being. Or creature, you could say. New discoveries are always worth investigating. Whether they have anything to do with gods is neither here nor there.
Raman, what are you gonna do about your men?
I'll just let them lay here. The Scarlet King will take care of his people.
Enter the mysterious ruin. Bro. मुझे लगता है यहाँ से बाहर हम निकल सकते हैं.
I still have a lot to do at the guild. How about you take a rest while I go
भाई तो
back?
कहीं नहीं जा रहा, ना गिल्ड ना कुछ. खलील.
Grandpa?
हम से बात करते हैं किससे? कोई है बात करने के लिए? बस इतना ही. Oh fuck. ओके, तो अब खेलेंगे बाकी गेम बाद में। इनफैक्ट आज रात को ही 8 बजे 8 साढ़े 8 के राउंड में दोबारा से ऑनलाइन आऊँगा, तब खेलेंगे। ओके